YouTube, what going on, man? It's your boy Groovy tapping in with y'all boys, man, and welcome back to another vid, man. I'm hyped for this one, man. I got another Jordan video for y'all boys, man. Yes, sir, man. In today's video, we are reacting to NBA legends admitting that Jordan destroyed them, aka bust they ass. Salute to the OGs, salute to the young boys watching, man. I appreciate y'all boys, man, for real, man. But that's how you know you good, bro. If your opponents and your peers like, look, bro, he bust my ass, bro. He gave me 40. He gave me 50. He gave me 60. I ain't gonna lie. Don't mess with bro, because he nice. I guess it's gonna be 10 minutes of that. NBA legends admitting that Michael Jordan gave them buckets, bro. You feel me? Y'all know I love to hear the stories, man. Y'all let me know any OGs y'all want me to react to next. Before we hop into the vid, like the video, show you boys some love. Last but not least, subscribe, man. Let's hop straight into it. Let's get it, man.
Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the show. I'm Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at NBA players who actually admit that Michael Jordan was destroying him. And if you wonder why I feature Michael Jordan so often on my show, hey, I just love Michael Jordan, and I'm not afraid and not ashamed of it, okay?
It's coming from a Jordan
So let's
fan.
have a look what NBA players say about Michael Jordan and Michael Jordan actually in. Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the show. I'm Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at NBA players who actually admit that Michael Jordan was destroying him. And if you wonder why I feature Michael Jordan so often on my show, hey, I just love Michael Jordan, and I'm not afraid and not ashamed of it, okay?
It's coming from a
So
Bron
let's have a
fan,
look
too.
what NBA players say
Jordan was
about
cold.
Michael Jordan and their experiences.
Let's see, man. I love these videos, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all.
Now, the first player that we're actually going to take a look at is Grant Hill with a pretty recent clip I just
Grant
found it a
Hill.
couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
And I think it's a very interesting story about Grant Hill and Michael Jordan in his twilight years.
Your Jordan story before we take a break.
So Jordan, I'm playing in Orlando. It's his last year. We play them
Last year?
in Orlando first, and I'm blocking his shot. Like, I'm locking him up. Like,
Oh.
I'm doing
Okay.
my thing again. I blocked his shot like 3 or 4 times.
Oh.
Like, I'm having my way against him defensively. Now, granted, he's 40 years old, but
Okay.
I'm feeling good about myself. So fast forward a month later, we're in D.C. My ankle, we go to a doctor in Baltimore, and basically he tells me I'm done. Like, my ankle's, once again, it's not healed, it's broken, I have to have surgery. But I wanted to play against Jordan one last time. And so we're playing the Wizards. It's a TNT game.
Wait,
Thursday
don't you
night.
want to go out where you dominate him and you're blocking his
I'm
shots?
just thinking, my ego. Like, I'm thinking, like, I
okay.
had him the last game. I don't need this left ankle. Just give me some.
I only need
Motrin.
one ankle.
Give me a bunch of Motrin. I'm gonna go out here. And when I tell you, he
played?
torched me in that first quarter. Like, literally, he gave me 20 points in the first
Damn,
quarter.
at
on
40?
the same play. Like, he just ran the same play every time and did this, like, and I could not guard him. And so, literally, I checked out of the game at the end of the first quarter, and I didn't even go to the bed. I just walked back to the locker room. Like, I was done. Like, literally,
he like, nah.
a couple days later, it was like, I wanted to guard Jordan one last time, and you're right, I shouldn't have. I should have just let that go.
Did
He
he
should have
know
went
you
out
were
with the
wounded
first
him?
He
game.
probably did, because he went at me every
And he didn't
the
care.
same move. Like, it wasn't. He didn't do anything different. It was the same move, and I had nothing for him.
Jordan probably had your x-rays in the locker room.
probably did.
He probably knew exactly.
Yeah, he knew what
I'm
was going
surprised
on.
he didn't
was
send
coming at
somebody
him.
for me to come back out.
Now, the next player that we're going to take
Nah,
a look
that's
at
tough.
is Reggie Miller, who
He took
has
that personal, that first
many
game.
great and especially funny Michael Jordan stories. But that one in particular is one of my favorite Reggie and Jordan story.
Now, let me go back to last week. You were going to tell me about trash talking with Jordan and said to remind you to bring that back up. It was a preseason game, and Chuck Person said you need to go out there and give Jordan grief right away, establish yourself. Is that what happened?
Well, remember now, let's set this up. Preseason, as we said, for veterans, it's more for veteran players, it's more for getting in shape and trying to get your routes and your timing done. You really don't play a lot of minutes. It was my rookie year, so most rookies play anywhere from 30 minutes to almost 40 minutes most of the game because they don't know any better. So we're playing in some exhibition game somewhere in Idaho or North Dakota where you play most of these obscure preseason games at, and we're playing Michael Jordan, the Chicago Bulls. Now, of course, he's still Michael Jordan because Michael's 3 years older than I am, but he wasn't Michael Jordan with the music behind him like he is now. And you like that? And I'm having a good first quarter because obviously we're guarding one another, and he's going through the motions because veterans really aren't going hard. And Chuck Person is egging me on, saying, "Tell him to take that. Yeah, tell him he can't check you. Tell him he's all that." And I'm looking at Chuck like, I really don't want to talk noise to Michael Jordan, but hey, maybe I'm trying to establish myself a little bit. So I go ahead, and he eggs me on, and I say a few things to him. Next thing I know, Michael looks over to Doug Collins, who was the head coach at the time, now my compadre at TNT, and says, "Leave me in." That's all he said.
Damn.
Leave me in. Well, next thing I know, we were up by 16 points.
Right.
Going into the third quarter.
Walked him down.
I had like 12. Michael had 2. By the end of the game, I had 12 and he had 35.
Damn.
And I remember walking off the court and he looked at me and this is all he said: "Don't ever talk to me." That's all he says. Like, don't ever talk to me again. And even though for the next 17 years, he and I were cordial and cool, minus the fight, he's right. I never did talk noise to him again.
You never ever said anything.
Don't
From
poke
one
the bear,
NBA
bro.
legend to the other,
crazy.
this one is about Dominique Wilkins and his
Finished the game with
experience of
35.
Michael Jordan in the locker room. Check it out.
His attitude, his mentality, he was a killer. You know, he wanted to take your heart out. I will never forget this. I never had a player to do this. So I remember us going to Chicago. Now we're in suit and tie. We're sitting in the locker room. We just walked in the locker room. Now remember, Michael Jordan walks into our locker room suit and tie. I'm like, what the hell is he doing in our locker room? Is he coming to, to the training room? Well, what's going on? So he walks by me, he walks by Kevin, we get to Randy with me, he said, "Lace him up, it's gonna be a long night."
Damn.
I'm like, did he just come in our locker room?
Oh, God,
I
coming
didn't
to
know what
your
to say. I was
locker room
shocked.
talking
He had
trash.
60 that night.
60?
He had 60 points that night. He ended up
Damn.
winning the game, but the scoring performance he put on that night was incredible.
Yo,
Man, I
what
just
the
love that
hell,
story.
bro?
So the next one is about Rex Chapman. If you don't know who Rex Chapman was, he was one of the best three-point shooters and also a great dunker. Yes, a great dunker back in the late 1980s and early 1990s. And he was actually good friends with Michael, but of course he also had his situations. Check it out.
So everybody's like, "You were talking so much noise to Jordan." I was like, "No, I was not doing that."
And then you go off for 39.
We only had 8 guys. We made a big trade, 8 guys available. And I think Michael and Scotty and Dennis and those guys came down to South Beach the night before. And we're like, it's a night off. But as Jimmy Lynam always used to say to us, you let a guy get going in this league and you got a problem. And I got it going one night and we got lucky.
But you don't, there's no, Jordan doesn't say anything. Like, is there just, it's your night, I'm going to let you have your night?
Now they were.
Did you beat him?
We beat them.
Okay.
And they were not happy. We played them a few weeks later at home.
You always
and
take it
again,
personal.
Michael and I are buddies. We same agent. Ball goes up and we're around the jump circle and bang, right to my chest. Ooh. Right to my chest. And I went, all right, great.
He was on 10
let's do it.
at
I mean,
jump off.
that's the mindset you have to have. But right then and there, I knew I was not having 39 again. I think I went 4 for 14 for 14 points or something. Yeah.
Damn.
Now the next story
always
is
take
from
it
Ray
personal,
Allen,
bro.
yes, a.k.a. Jesus Shuttlesworth. Oh, just love that movie. He got game. Anyway, he has a story of Michael Jordan and him in his rookie season, which is also pretty interesting. So have a look.
Mike wanted to kill you. Was he mean to you?
No, he wasn't. He actually killed me slowly, and Yeah, he would comment to the coach, he's actually doing a great job out here. And meanwhile, he's scoring in 45.
Damn.
Wait, he's talking to your coaches?
Yeah, I
Nah,
remember
bro.
Chris Ford, he's yelling at me. Chris Ford's yelling the whole time, like, rookie, get in front of him, get in front of him. And I'm fronting him on the post, and MJ just kind of slowly kind of glides across the floor, and he gets the ball and shakes and scores. And I did everything the game plan said, and then there's a breaking action. We're sitting there, and, you know, Chris Ford is just down there just hammering me, and MJ was like, he's doing a great job, coach. He's actually doing a great job.
Bro.
Meanwhile, he's got 45 on the book. So I was like,
Being
So the last
sarcastic.
story that we're going to feature in today's
That's
video is
crazy.
of O.J. Mayo.
The
Yes,
sarcasm
he's not a true
trash talk
NBA
is
legend, but
crazy,
hey,
bro.
he had a good run in the NBA, and he had an experience with Michael Jordan when he was very, very young. And yeah, another lesson why you shouldn't trash talk Michael. But nobody learns for whatever reason. Check it out.
I'm going to start with this question. What possessed a young man going into the 11th grade to talk smack to Michael Jordan at Michael Jordan's camp?
That sounds
I
crazy,
happened
bro.
to be the only high school player there, and it was mainly freshmen in college. And so, you know, he came on the court and he guarded me. So instantly, I was like, man, he must think I'm the, you know, not the strong link over here. And so I got it going a little bit, and obviously, it's any ball player's dream to play against Mike. And I couldn't tell you how many times I did his move after the finals the next day in the rec center and stuff. So I got a few buckets, and I think the campers knew I was the only high school kid, and so they got rowdy a little bit, and we got a little bit of jawing. And so, you know, we played 2 games. I think we split 1-1. It was a team game. And then he said, okay, now let me handle my business.
Damn.
He looked in my face and said that. I'm like, what you mean? So he said, I need all the campers, everybody to leave. Let's clear the gym. I said, oh, man. You know, so
it's about to get
we,
busy.
Continue playing pickup. And, you know, Mike was Mike.
All right, you guys,
Busted
that's it for
his
today's video. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to hit that subscribe
Get
button
that
and also
man
leave a like
buckets,
if you
bro.
like this video. And I hope to see you next time. Peace. I'm out.
That was a great video right there. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I love hearing some MJ stories, man. If I had to choose what was my favorite story out of the video, I would probably have to say that Dominique one, bro. When he walked into their locker room and said, man, look, it's finna be a long night. And then proceeds to drop 60 on them boys. If y'all enjoyed that reaction, man, like the video. Show your boy some love, man. Comment down below any videos y'all want your boy to react to next. And last but not least, man, subscribe, man. Salute to the OGs. Salute to the young boys watching the vid, man. I appreciate y'all. Young Groovy signing out, man.